Hey, well, I've done one of these about baseball and I've done one about Star Trek, so why not take a shit on something else that I like? Here are 5 stupid things I've noticed about superhero comics. They are constantly hobbled by sales gimmicks. I realize that people have to buy the comics in order for there to be more comics, but come on. Big crossover events used to happen every couple of years, and now DC and Marvel are doing them constantly. And the crossovers aren't just meant to drive sales, they're also meant to freshen things up creatively by altering the status quo and making the characters darker and edgier, or brighter and breezier, whatever the editors think that they need at that time. I guess just hiring talented artists and writers and letting them tell the stories they want is no longer an option. They're sexist. How sexist? Let's take a look at some of the most popular male superheroes. Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America, The Flash. Now let's look at the ladies. Wonder Woman, the White Queen, Supergirl, Psylocke, Power Girl. Now, I've said before I have nothing against pretty ladies, but I just wonder why the guys get to dress like circus acrobats and the girls have to dress like strippers. Everybody dies. If the editors at DC and Marvel aren't trying to boost sales with a massive clusterfuck crossover, then they're trying to boost sales by whacking an established character. DC gets the blame for kicking off this tiresome trend by killing off Robin in 1988, then topping itself 5 years later by killing off Superman. Now, pretty much every major character in either of the big 2 publishers has been killed off or forcibly retired at one point or another. It's no longer shocking so much as it is inevitable. That's one reason why it's such a lame stunt. Another reason is nobody stays dead. Now, this is nothing new. The saying among comics fans used to be only Bucky stays dead. And then they brought Bucky back. And they also brought back Jason Todd, the Robin who had been killed off in 1988, and all those main characters that were killed off in sales stunts. Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America, they were all resurrected as well. Look, I know that one of the main functions of superhero comics is wish fulfillment, and for death to not be final is a pretty common wish, but come on. It's no longer shocking or even particularly interesting when a writer kills off a major character because everybody knows that he or she is just going to come back to life. Because everybody comes back to life. It's annoying. It's like that episode of Star Trek The Next Generation where Wesley gets bayoneted through the heart and then they bring him back to life like 10 seconds later. What a fucking tease. They're preoccupied with continuity. Much as I love DC Comics, no other publisher has ever wasted so much time arguing with itself and its fans over canon or trying to straighten out its own continuity. Oh, gee, it looks like they rebooted Superman, but not Batman. I wonder if their first meeting in the Man of Steel #3 is still canon. Who cares? Just read the fucking story. If it's good, who cares if something in it contradicts something that somebody said in an issue published 30 years ago? It's fiction. It's all made up. None of it ever actually happened. And some of these characters have been published continuously for over 70 years. I don't expect it all to make sense. I don't care. All I care about is the story that I'm reading right now. Who gives a fuck what the continuity-obsessed, persnickety nerds will think? Just let the creative teams tell whatever stories they want. I care more about the adventures of Superman than making sure that he has the right names in his Rolodex. Would Superman even have a Rolodex? Or maybe a smartphone with all of his contacts in it? Would he even need that? He does have a super brain. The hardest part is only picking 5. See you next time.